We're here at Torchwood HQ, spin-off to Doctor Who. Here at Pierhead Sessions, we're going to meet people behind the scenes to find out about the new Doctor and what's made Doctor Who such a huge success here in Wales.
Hello Clare Hudson, how are you doing?
Hello.
Yeah. So with the new series apparently coming to life in a whole new way, could you elaborate on this and what's new about the new series?
Well, I don't want to spoil the element of surprise. There's a huge amount that's new, and then there's a huge amount that absolutely connects to the fantastic legacy of Doctor Who over the last few years. So what you'll see when you watch the first episode is that it's absolutely Doctor Who, and it is absolutely different. And it's quite hard to define how that's arrived at, but of course you've got Stephen Moffat as the new lead writer, and he has his own particular kind of approach to Doctor Who. He's written a lot of episodes before. I think he writes very scary episodes. I think he writes quite philosophical episodes, actually. I think he's really interested in the nature of space and time. And what you'll also get, of course, is the magnificent Matt Smith, who is completely and utterly different from any other Doctor Who we've seen, and yet is completely and utterly Doctor Who. These things are very hard to define, but it is going to be very exciting. And of course, you know, the TARDIS is going to be there, but you know, it's going to be looking very different. A lot of things that you will recognise will also be changed. And then we've got the fantastic Doctor Who companion. She's going to be very, very fresh and new to our audience. I think everybody is going to love it. Everybody who's already loved Doctor Who is going to love it. And you always hope that with a new series you'll also get new audiences who perhaps have never been interested in it before.
Going off that question, obviously Stephen's sort of been a fan since he was so young. How difficult is it to sort of stay true to the Doctor Who story but then attract these new audiences from series to series?
I don't know. I think it's part of the creative challenge that Russell absolutely wanted to enter into when he took it on, and that's how Stephen Moffat approaches it. He just thinks he loves Doctor Who. He loves the brand. He will stay true to it. He'll make sure that Doctor Who fans like what he's doing. But the brilliant, ambitious writer that Stephen Moffat is will want to do something else as well. He'll want to address people in different ways. And you know, I don't want to say too much about how he's done it, but I think he really has done it.
So talking about the new Doctor Who, Matt Smith, how does he compare to David Tennant, and what's he been like to work with so far on set?
Well, he's been fantastic. He's obviously at a slightly different stage in his career from the stage that David Tennant was at. He was relatively unknown when he came on that set for the first time. He's had some television exposure, but not very much. And he's young. And he went at it with incredible energy, amazing enthusiasm. I remember meeting him at the outset, and he was just so thrilled to be there. And he and Karen have that sense of, wow, you know, is this work? This is just such an amazing thing to be doing. And I'll tell you one little story. I saw Matt one day, quite several months into filming, and I was standing on a balcony in Cardiff Bay having a drink with someone, and down below was this figure walking through the crowd with a Tesco's bag in his hand, and it was Matt, and he was on his own, and nobody recognised him. And I just thought, God, a year down the road, his life is going to be completely changed. But I don't think Matt will be changed. I think he's very, very serious about what he's trying to do with Doctor Who, and he's doing it with a huge amount of energy and commitment.
So talking about the character itself then, sort of by looking at the trailers on the BBC website, the Doctor appears to be a bit more hands-on, sort of action hero type of character. Was this a conscious decision to sort of beef him up a bit?
I don't think you could ever say that David Tennant wasn't an action character, actually. I mean, you know, I'm not quite sure what people are talking about. I've seen the things that you're referring to. David Tennant was always kind of absolutely in there, rolling his sleeves up. But Matt is different. He'll do it in a different way. But you know, I don't think there's a decision to sort of beef up Doctor Who. And does Doctor Who need beefing up? I think, you know, this is a new writer and a new Doctor, so it will be fresh. But I don't think it was a question of the old one's a bit tired or a bit passive or a bit inactive. It's just different.